Today it's going to be 70 degrees. Why doesn't that make sense to you? What is your mind telling you? Yes, Fatima? It's supposed to be cold. There you go. You can predict that without any data. But to be more specific, like exactly how cold, we use data. Okay, we use data. Well, that's basically the topic of today's lesson. I just kind of showed you where it's sort of used. We're not going to do this part because you guys didn't struggle with it. You guys are perfectly fine with it. Just really quickly, do you guys know what probability means?
Yes. Yeah.
Give me one word for probability.
Probably. Chances.
Chances. Okay. So let's try a really quick one.
I'll do.
How many people are here?
7.
We're all doing it together, man. So 7. How many girls?
3. 5.
Don't count us, yeah? Don't count us, just you guys. 5? How many boys?
2.
Okay. Miss Karen gives you a prize, okay? But she is going to pick your name out of a little jar. Maybe you guys have ever done it, okay? Because my family members were so many, there's like 7 of us. So when my mom and dad were going somewhere, literally they couldn't take all 7 of us in a car. So what would they do? They would take a jar, they put our names into the jar, and then whoever name came out, then they would have to go with them. So it's interesting. Anyway, so what are the chances that out of these 7 people, she gives the prize to a girl? 5 out of?
7.
Guys, that is actually the probability of it happening. Okay, the probability that one of the girls wins the prize is 5 chances out of 7. Well, come on, complete this for me. What about the boy?
2 out of 7.
Good job. You guys understand probability. That's all probability is. Okay, so it's the chances of something happening. Do you guys have any questions for me?
No.
Am I going too fast for you?
No.
Well, we're going to begin with a little, a little definition thing. Do you have some paper you can write on?
We have a packet.
Can you write on the back side of it?
Sure. Yeah.
Right on the back side of that, write population. All right, guys? We're going to define a few words before we continue. What is a population? What is a sample? Can you guys help us out? Can you give me a hint of what you think a population might be?
Like.
Someone new. Actually, I think everyone's spoken, so I can go ahead and go back to Mace now. Mace, go ahead.
How many people are in an area?
Close, Mace. Give me another word for a population. Yes, Mace.
An amount of people. Like an amount of people in the area.
Okay. How about a population is an entire group. Okay, so it's the entire group. It's everybody. Like for example, if we're talking about Salam School's population is what?
370.
It's everybody. It's the teachers, it's the students, it's the principal. That's the population. Does that make sense to you? Well, if a population is everybody, then what is a sample? A little piece. There you go. You guys are a sample of Salam School's population. Does that make sense to you? Have you guys ever been to like a nice dinner where they have little samplers there?
Yeah.
Where you can try what you would actually, or if you go to like an ice cream store, they give you little samples of it on a little spoon. So there you go, that's a sample. They're not going to, like, let's suppose you walk into Cold Stone and you're looking at one of the ice creams and you're like, boy, that entire jar of ice cream looks really good. They're not going to give you the whole thing. Here you go. You can try it out. No, they're going to take a little scoop and they're going to be like, here you go. And it's so small that you can't even enjoy it, kind of a thing, So that's a sample. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. So a sample is a part. Yeah, good job. It's actually a part of the population. If you want, you can also say part of the what? A group. Yeah, good job, because population was the whole thing anyway, and group was the whole thing. So that's one way to look at it, everybody. We're going to be talking about these 2 things. And here goes. If you wanted to use the Salam School population, okay? Give me something you would like to ask everybody in Salam School.
What's their name?
You don't want to ask their name. Like and dislike. Okay, give me something that you would like to go to all of Salam School, or maybe you don't want to, but somebody else might be interested. Yes, Wayne?
Do you like Golden Corral?
Do you like Golden Corral? Is that like a restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay, because clearly I'm never, okay. So, if you want to ask them that question, what's easier? Is it easier to take one person from every single grade and one teacher and ask them that question, or go to the entire school, including the other building, and ask them the question? Which one is easier?
I would rather
The first one is clearly easier, because the first one is called a sample. You don't want to go to a whole population. Does that make sense to you guys? So you don't want to look at everybody, because it's going to take too much time. And by the way, it costs like in medical and stuff like that. It takes a lot of money. It takes millions and millions of dollars for them to look at the entire population. So what they do is they look at a good sample. Okay, they're not just going to look at one sample. They're not just going to look at the teachers and not, ask the students. They'll take a little bit of the students, a little bit of the staff, a little bit of the administration, and then they'll ask them, hey, have you ever gone to, or do you like Golden Corral? Does that make sense to you? Okay? So, today's lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to predict rain days. Okay, so what I've done here is this is real data. Okay, this is real data. This is called data right over here. And I did this last night, so I looked at all the days from yesterday, 20 days back. Okay, so 20 days before yesterday. So for example, it was cloudy yesterday. Do you guys remember it being cloudy?
Yeah.
You thought it was sunny?
The morning it was
The Milwaukee forecast was cloudy. Maybe in a part of Milwaukee it was like sunny, but they give a whole thing, so they call it cloudy. And also it can be cloudy and sunny a little bit at the same time, right? So it was cloudy. Was it raining the day before that?
Yeah.
It was? Okay, so there you go. So here it all is, and I'm surprised, but I guess it snowed on a few of the days, like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I did.
So guys, we're gonna try this as a class together. This one you have in front of you, okay? This one you have in front of you, we're gonna try it together. In a little bit you guys are gonna get into groups and then you're gonna have your own examples, okay? Everyone's gonna have a different problem. I have 3 different problems and you guys are gonna make a group wherever you would like, and then you'll try the 3 different problems and then you're gonna present it to us. Okay, so let's get started. What I want you to do is look up here and count the number of days that it rained. Come on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 9.
9.
We counted wrong.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh.
Are we good? That one's so hard, right? So 9 days it rained. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make a ratio. A ratio is basically just a fraction, okay? So don't freak out when you hear the word ratio, it's just a fraction. What we're going to do is, how many rainy days did we see up there?
9.
9.
9 out of 20.
And in the sample, good job, in the sample you have how many days?
20.
20 days. There you go, you've got yourself a nice little fraction. Well, let's convert this 9 over 20 into a percentage. See, this is why I gave this to you on the admit slip, right? You guys did this on the admit slip a little while ago.
45%.
And so, how did we do this? How did Mace do this a little while ago? She did, come on, what did she do?
She reduced them.
Reduce them. Good word. 1 and 5.
5.
9 times 5 is?
45.
Now, who is going to tell me, what does this mean? What does 45% even stand for? What did I just figure out?
9 out of 20.
Yes.
The ratio? Average. The sample.
Here, let's undo this sentence. Of the last 20 days in Milwaukee, 45% of the time it was raining. You get it? 45% of the time it was raining. And I gave you the answer. So there you go. That's all you have to understand from it. Do you guys have any questions about 1, 2, and 3? I know I'm going a little fast and you've never heard me teaching before, so you're probably just trying to keep up. But is that okay with you?
Yes.
Okay, it makes sense?
Yes.
Well, now what we're going to do is you know that 45% of the time it was raining. Okay, do you guys know how many more days there are left from today onwards? How many days are left until summer starts? And how do you know it's 65?
We're counting
Saw it
the
over
days,
there?
not torture.
Yeah. So I picked, what's that?
Counting the days of torture.
Counting the days.
Well, actually, summer doesn't officially start until June 22nd, so my question would be, are you talking to
22nd?
when summer officially?
I get
begins
I
or
get
when
the feeling
school
that
is
you
out?
don't like the school too much.
When does school end? It's like
Yeah.
June 3rd,
More like
June 4th.
torture.
Really? School is that much torture for you?
No, it's not. It's actually
Do not
better
lie.
though. It's better than elementary.
Oh, anyways. Now she said we're counting the days of torture. I never thought of school as torture.
To me,
Torture is kind of
About my life.
a rough word.
It is.
But anyways, so okay. So 45% of the time it was raining. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to predict how many of those 65 days that we have left over it's going to be raining. Okay, and once I'm done with this, guys, I'm going to stop talking. Okay, you guys are going to be the ones doing stuff. Well, let's start. Here's what you're going to do. Do you guys remember the ratio that we had earlier?
Yeah.
What was it?
9.
9 over?
20.
So write down 9 over 20. And here's where it all ties in. Do you guys remember to the admit slip, what we did a little while ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did we do when we had something that looked like that? Yes?
We multiply 20 times r, which
Okay.
equals
Oh,
20
hold
r.
up. You're going too fast for me. 20 times r, and then?
And then 9 times 65.
9 times 65. Okay, so multiply 9 and 65. Is it okay if I read it like that? You guys understand what that means, right? Okay. So 9 times 65.
59.
Are we allowed calculators, Miss Karen?
Yes.
Okay, cool. If you need a calculator, you can pull it out. Otherwise, go ahead. 65 times 9. What is that going to give us?
20R equals 595. That's what I got.
That's fine. I want
I got
everybody to get to it.
485.
I don't want just Patada to get to it. I want everybody to be like, this is the answer for the awesome.
585.
Okay, she said 585. You said 595.
I said 585.
585?
Yeah.
Are we going with 585 then?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes? No?
I bet you're lost.
You're lost?
I'm not lying.
Oh, she said that. I bet you're lost. So it's a bet now. I can feel like you're lost. So 20R equals 585. Do you remember what we did with the other problem when we had this?
Calculated wrong.
You calculated wrong? No, that's not what we did with the other problem. But what did we do with the other problem?
We did. Oh, we divided each number.
We divided by what number?
We divided by the
number
ratio,
where
the thing.
So what should I divide by now?
20.
20. Well, if you have that calculator, divide by 20 on both sides. So 585 divided by 20. And here, if you feel lost, why don't you just look up to the board here, and I'll even show it to you. 585, if you divide it by, what number are we dividing it by?
20.
20. So I divide it by 20, and I end up with this really weird number. It says 29.25. How can you have 29.25 days? That doesn't make any sense.
29.
That's a little tough to say, right? So what we do, guys, is we kind of round it. Is 29.25, is it closer to 29 days or 30 days?
29.
29 days. So what we are going to predict, everyone, is it's going to rain on about 29 of these next 65 days in spring, okay? That is our prediction. And guys, nobody's holding you to your prediction unless you're a meteorologist and the whole world depends upon what you're saying, okay? So guys, that's how we use data to predict something. Now, we have about 25 minutes left. So what I want you guys to do is, there's going to be 3 groups. One of the groups is going to have 3 people in it. Go ahead, find your best friend and you're going to work with them. If they're not your best friend, it's okay, we still work, okay?
Okay.
We have anyone work together?
Sure.
Here's your question.
Fatima.
Put both of your names. You only submit one of them to me, okay? And go ahead, read the scenario. It's different from the one that you have up there.
If we submitted, do we get Should we the chair?
No, you just put your names on it, okay? No. You both put your names on one of the papers, okay? I've just given you 2 papers just in case, okay?
I need a place to sit. I'm
Alright, if physically people can move over there, that's fine, okay? So, because I can't tell who's my other group here. Where's my other group?
Right here.
Are you my other group? Okay. Here's yours. And you guys are all 3 together? Okay. I only need 1 paper back. The other one is for like other people to read as you're doing it. Okay, so one person should be writing and the other person should be doing it. No, you should just keep that aside. It's similar to the one over there. Okay? Okay, kids. This is for both of you. Just one of you. Put your names on both of them. Okay?